Go on in, pal. It ain't gay night, but we need the business.
If it was gay night, you'd be round the tradesman's entrance.
Hey? Do I look like the kind of guy you want to mess with?
Do you get a lot of trouble from pirates?
Pissed up ones, yeah.
It's your job to kick them out, is it?
Only when they get on my tits.
Is that the only reason you kick them out?
Pretty much.
So what sort of thing riles you?
Arseholes asking me stupid fucking questions.
Such as?
Such as. Don't wind me up, pal, or I might just get nasty.
Do you get nasty often?
One more daft question, and I'll punch you in the mouth.
One more daft question. Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna punch your teeth so far down your throat, you'll be eating your lunch with your arsehole. Have him! Gateway! Stop him! Showed up. Up you get! All right. You must have caught me on an off day. Now go and get yourself a shandy.
Big fella like you, I bet you could teach me a thing or two about fighting.
Yeah, if you pay.
Show me a few tricks.
Like what?
I want to deal with my injuries better.
How often have you been wounded? Once? Twice?
More than I'd like.
Bugger me. You should be used to it by now. First time I got glassed, it hurt like fuck. Now you could smash a bottle over my head and I'd barely notice.
Ever heard of the Sunken Ones? Supposed to be things made by that hell bitch Mara.
What's that? Drunken ones?
No, you daft git, Sunken Ones.
Where do they come from?
She captures arseholes like you and me and changes them.
That Mara. I don't believe half the stories about her.
Then you should, mate.
Hey there.
Hey there yourself, Captain.
How's the rum?
Good. Spencer stuff is the best your money will buy.
You're a sailor?
Helmsman. Big ships, small ships, you name 'em, I've sailed 'em. Any chance you're looking for a helmsman?
Sorry, I've already got one.
Any good, is he?
She does a pretty good job.
A woman? Bloody hell, I've heard it all now. Wouldn't you rather have a proper helmsman doing the job? I'm a fine helmsman. I wouldn't disappoint you.
I'm sticking with the one I've got, thanks.
You can't blame me for wanting to feel the wind in my face again. Good day to you, Captain.
So, just got back from your first raid. Bet you couldn't wait to get stuck in and lose your plunder, Cherry.
Funny guy. Think you'll be as funny with my sword buried in your guts?
Sorry, mate. Did I miss all the yarns about you and your big pirate adventures then? Take my captain. Now there's a real pirate captain for you. Always first into the action, always first to get his blade blooded. And generous too, always shares out the loot fair and square.
Are you talking about Captain Slane?
Of course, who else? Smart, he is. The smartest pirate in all the southern seas. Can't wait to get back out there on the ocean. Plenty of rich pickings out there, just waiting for us to find them.
Sounds good to me. Was it difficult to get signed up with Slane's crew?
Ha! There's a good story there. I used to be a thief before I was a pirate. Stole this jewel that the captain had his eye on.
So he made you a deal? The jewel in exchange for a place among his crew.
Smart, see? Fighting's not always the best way to get what you want.
Yeah, you really got the best of that deal.
You're telling me?
Got any good loot, your Captain Slane?
Well, I shouldn't be talking about it, mind, but he's only got himself that bloody sacrificial knife thing.
The dagger, you know where it is?
I'm not telling you that. What do you think I am, fucking stupid? Nice try, though, mate, nice try.
Have you actually seen this dagger?
What's it matter to you? You're starting to do my head in with these questions. Go and annoy Alvarez. He can tell you about the dagger.
What's Alvarez got to do with the dagger?
Him and the captain struck a deal together. Alvarez gave him a lot of supplies on the promise of getting the dagger in return. Alvarez won't believe that the captain doesn't have it anymore.
And does he?
Course not. He's a man of his word, the captain.
An honest pirate. There's a rare thing.
Are you having a fucking laugh?
The pirate captains, then.
Not without Steelbeard to lead him.
Aye. And he was the best of them all.
I need the right key here.
Well, that's that then.
What do you mean?
Hello there, handsome. Looking for something?
Maybe.
Fire away, gorgeous.
Where can I get supplies in Antigua?
Looking for trade? Admiral Alvarez has put a stop to all that, technically.
Technically?
Some kinds of business he'll never be able to stop. You can get just about everything your heart desires if you know where to look. Whatever turns you on, handsome.
What do you do all day?
All day? Not a lot. What I do all night is more interesting.
Is it now?
I stay up all night. The question is, handsome, can you?
Is there anything you can teach me?
What I'm best at, you don't want to learn, but I can teach you the power of persuasion.
About that merchant. Who can I buy weapons from?
If that's not a pistol in your pocket already, try Henri the gunsmith. If it's a bigger piece you're after, try Wilson the smith.
What about food?
Most things you can find in the wild. Ask Bill, he knows his way around out there. You'll find him at the city's back gate.
Where can I get a proper drink around here?
The Witch's Cauldron is where most of the sailors hang out. Tell Spencer Scarlet sent you.
Where can I do business? Normal business, I mean.
A girl like me doesn't give anything for free. 50 gold buys my time.
Know anywhere I can trade?
I heard that Admiral Alvarez found a treasure map. Guess it might be at the captain's house. Or you could try your luck at the graveyard or Blood Oath Square.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime you want a red-hot tip, darling, you know where to come.
It's a new captain. Welcome to the Witch's Cauldron, the most notorious bar in all the Southern Seas. First drinks on the house. What can I get you?
Just give me some rum.
Rum happens to be a bit expensive right now. Pick something else, huh?
In that case, I'll take a jar of grog.
My apologies, Captain. The town drunk pissed the last of the grog against the back wall yesterday.
How about a dram of whiskey?
Sorry, Captain, we're all out of whiskey.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No. It's just that I've hardly been getting any overseas deliveries. Not since our monster trouble. I was hoping you'd ask for a beer. Like I say, on the house.
Quiet night, is it?
Oh, it will fill up later. Probably.
Probably.
Time was, the Cauldron was a real party place. Customers have been a bit thin on the ground lately. Got to a bit. All them krakens and that have ruined me trade. Come on, Spence, don't get depressed. Snap out of it, son. As long as you don't start talking to yourself, it'll all be fine.
Sorry?
Sorry? Did you say something?
Quite the joker, aren't you?
You like jokes? You want to hear one?
All right then.
Good. Horse walks into a pub, and the landlord says,
Why the long face?
cracks me up, that one.
Go on then.
Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet? 'Cause they spend months stuck at sea. Here, do you want another one?
Not really, no.
What do you call a pirate with no eye?
A prate. I already heard it. Where do you get your rum from?
Promise you won't tell a soul.
I promise.
All right? Up in the hills, about 5 miles away, there's a cave. And in that cave, there's a magic rum fountain.
Look, just fuck off, will you?
All right, keep your wig on. Normally I trade with booze on Tacarigua. There aren't that many ships that sail between the islands anymore. Which is why he still owes me a shipment. Hang about. You've got your own ship, right? Tell you what, bring me over that shipment and I'll give you 1,000 gold.
I'll get you the rum from Tacarigua.
Great. Tell Booze I sent you.
Can you teach me something other than jokes?
Of course. You just say when.
Teach me something.
What do you want to know?
Maybe not a good idea. I want to be able to take gunshot wounds better.
Yeah, I know your sort. Comes on like a big man but starts blubbering like a girl as soon as he takes a bullet. Pull yourself together. Most gunshot injuries are just grazes and flesh wounds. Nothing you can't get over.
Tell me how to take gunshot wounds even better.
I can't believe you've not taken a bullet or two in the past. So you should know what to expect. Your body will get used to it in time. Mind over matter. That's what it's all about.
What do you have to offer? I'm looking for a druid called Eldrick.
Not that mad bastard.
You know him?
He was here, but he's not now. Just as well. All I want is sorting my tavern. Scaring me regulars banging on about winged demons and haunted temples. I was gonna chuck him out, but he left.
Winged demons?
I know. He's lost his marbles. Can't see anyone else in town letting him in. He'll have gone to ground somewhere inland, I reckon. Try asking one of the lads out there. Maybe they can help you.
What lads?
Try Bill. He works at the North Gate day and night. Maybe he'll have seen your mate Eldrick. Just don't go bringing him here if you find him. He's barred.
We're all pretty much fucked, I reckon.
Leave it out. What was that? Ain't you...
That looks like a lot of work.
That it is, lad. Is it something important you're after? Only if it isn't, piss off out of it. I'm busy.
Nice cannons you got here.
Aye, and hands off. I'm selling nothing. Not till the trade embargo's lifted.
Couldn't you make an exception?
I ain't breaking the Admiral's embargo for you, lad. Why the fuck do you think I'd do that? You're the new captain, ain't you?
News travels fast round here.
Everyone knows everyone on Antigua. It's how we've kept ourselves hidden away from the Inquisition for so long. News gets around as far as strangers are concerned. You so much as fart in a bathtub. Trust me, I'll hear about it. You won't last 2 minutes. That's what everyone thinks.
Because I'm too young to be a captain?
No, 'cause you're a jumped-up little no-mark who gets up people's noses. No offence.
What do I have to do to make you sell me something?
I'm selling nothing. If you really want to do something about it, get Alvarez and Slane to kiss and make up, so the embargo gets lifted. We could all be doing something more useful than waiting for those two to sort out their differences.
All right, you win. How much?
It's not about gold, lad. It's a matter of principle.
I suppose he's not a man you want to cross, the Admiral.
Back in the day, he was the finest captain of them all.
He was?
Yeah, and it wasn't just his friends said that. His enemies, too. Not many captains can say that. You'd be well advised to treat him with respect.
How well do you know him?
Well enough not to get in his way. He might be getting on a bit, but I wouldn't underestimate him. Ah, but that's enough frigging chit-chat. I ain't starting a fight with the Admiral over nobody like you, lad.
Everyone's got their price.
Like I told you, lad, I'm busy. Now piss off and let me work in peace.
Don't you dare turn your back on me. I'm not leaving until you've sold me those cannons.
There's nothing you can give me that I might want. Don't bother coming back. Not unless you think of something to make it worth my while.
What do you make of Captain Slane?
Slane? Sure, he's a bastard to his enemies, lad. But he's always paid his bills on time.
Fair enough. What do you do for fun, Wilson?
What do you mean, fun?
Well, everyone's got a passion.
Not me. All I care about's... Oh, never mind. Ain't like she'd spare me a second glance anyhow.
She? Come on, spill the beans.
That's none of your damn business.
Bit of a dark horse, aren't you? Voodoo? I don't know anything about that. The rattle is used by the native shamans as a magic conductor. Only once is a rattle broken during a death cult ritual. Legend has it this rattle could then be heard by the souls of the dead. The rattle is now supposedly owned by the Maracay tribe. That might be worth remembering.
Someone there?
Leave my things alone. It's always exciting when the tides bring a new pirate captain to our shores. It's the fates that brought you here. I can tell. So, tell me, what do you desire most?
You're always so familiar with strangers?
Only the ones who seem the most interesting. If I know what you want, maybe I can help you.
Captain Slain.
Finding him won't be difficult. Dealing with him.
So why's that?
He has a dark soul. He is a dangerous man. But then, so perhaps are you. There is a darkness in you too. But still.
Tell me how to stop Mara.
Mara, you think you are worthy of such a great task?
You bet your life I am.
Your aura draws destiny to you. Shall I read it for you?
See anything?
It is difficult. So many things around you in flux. Wait! Yes, I start to see it now. Your destiny. You are a steerer of worlds, determining the fate of countless other lives. This is your fate. And possibly your doom.
Is that all? I thought it might be bad news or something.
I say only what I see. You wanted to know. It is not my fault if you did not like what you learned.
You have a point.
It was your destiny. You had no choice but follow it.
Can you help me get the ingredients I need for voodoo?
If that is what you want, then yes. Voodoo is a speciality of mine. Or one of them, at least. Its power, so potent, so mysterious.
Do you have many dealings with the natives here?
These days, not so much. But back in the days when I sailed the seas on a pirate ship, I visited many different islands and learned much from the natives there. Like the secrets of my potions, all made from their magical recipes.
You know, I've heard enough of this nonsense.
If that's what's easier for you to believe, steerer of worlds, in time you will come to realize the truth. A dangerous thing, the truth. As maybe you'll find out.
When I do, I'll be sure to come back and tell you about it. You've got goods I can look at?
Take a good, close look.
You?
You talking to me?
I certainly am. Got something special here.
You interested?
Depends what it is.
Rare items. That's what I deal in. The kind of stuff you can't get anywhere else. Some of them extra special, just for the best captains. You name it, I can get it for you. And always at a reasonable price.
What are you skulking around here for?
The things I got, they're not for everyone. Have to be careful who I deal with, see? But you look like the kind of man I can trust. The kind who knows the value of a good deal.
Right, so you're some kind of con man. You think I'm gonna fall for this crap?
Hear me out, Squire.
Where did you get all this stuff from?
Ah, that's my business. Do I ask you where you got all your gear from?
A lot of it from people I killed. Let's see what you've got.
But of course. Take your time.
I bet you could teach me some really dirty moves.
Well, maybe.
I'm listening.
I've got just the thing for you, Squire. But you pay for it up front, then I tell you what it is.
Do I look that stupid to you?
It'll be worth it, I promise you.
But how can I trust you?
Call it a leap of faith. If I tell you and you don't want it, I'll be screwed if word gets out about the stuff I've got.
I'll take it.
Here you go.
I'll take it.
Here you go.
Here's something. The harbour master told his story to everyone who passed by, about how a gnome had stolen his flask while he slept. As he was the only one who saw the gnome, however, he was laughed at by all. So, gnomes.
Been too long since I've been raiding.
There ain't nothing like it coming back from a raid.
Pockets filled with gold, whores lined up along the quay to welcome you home. There's still enough gold left for all the rum you can chew.
To be sure, but it's not all fun on a raiding voyage.
Aye, there's sea monsters and protectors to worry about.
Or getting shipwrecked on some island full of bloody savages. Or serving under some psycho captain like Slane.
Too right. You hear what happened to poor old Jonesy?
Aye. Talk back the Slane, he did.
He got thrown overboard for his trouble.
They're not all psychos, though.
I'll be glad when Captain Slane puts to sea. First no goods from Tacarigua, and now we can't even go to our own merchants.
Aye, even that old fool Wilson won't break the Admiral's embargo.
You hear about him losing that fancy pistol of his in a bet.
Who's got it now? Henri. He's got it locked up in his storehouse.
Yeah. You heard them stories about Slane?
Strange looking type.
Bonjour, mon capitaine. How may I serve you? Ah, you are a connoisseur. Please, take a closer look. Such craftsmanship, such precision. You like? Oui?
You made all these yourself?
I am the finest gunsmith in all the southern seas, if I humbly say so myself. If Monsieur is interested, I can teach him something of my craft. For a modest fee, naturellement.
Get many customers here these days?
Alas, not since the trade ban was imposed. The Capitan's Slane ship has been the first to put into port here in a long time. And who else here has money for such fine firearms as these?
Captain Slane, has he been here?
That Philistine. I show him my works of art, but does he appreciate them? But perhaps he has other troubles occupying his mind, no?
Captain Slane, what's he so worried about?
He runs low on supplies for his ship. He cannot leave port, not until Alvarez lifts the trade ban.
I'm guessing the trade ban can't be good for business.
They tell me I cannot sell my work. But a man must eat, no?
What about Captain Slane?
I have nothing that could help you there, mon ami. You have business with him? I just want to sell my work, despite Admiral Alvarez and his embargo.
What if Alvarez finds out you're breaking the embargo?
For that to happen, someone would have to inform on me. And trust me, I know how to deal with informers and spies.
Yes, I try to be a man of honor.
Then I can ask no less than that. But honor lies in a man's actions, not just his words, c'est vrai?
Can we just get down to business now?
Mais bien sûr, capitaine.
I'm in the market for something a little special. Real firepower, that's what I'm looking for.
Then you've come to the right place, mon capitaine. This is the finest gun shop in all the southern seas.
I'm looking for something a little out of the ordinary.
Ah, a connoisseur. I may have just the thing for you. This is a particularly fine piece. It was surely fate that brought it into my hands.
Fate?
It used to belong to that oaf of a blacksmith, Wilson, until I won it from him in a game of cards. You see? Fate.
He used it as a bet in the game?
No, but he gave it to me afterwards to pay for his gambling losses. It was a pleasure to take such a prize from that uncultured sack of shit. I might be persuaded to part with it for the right offer. Just as long you understand that it doesn't end up back in Wilson's filthy paws. It would be a crime to see such an elegant weapon return to that stupid barbarian.
Wilson's pistol. How much do you want for it?
Perhaps it isn't the right item for someone like you.
You think I'll just take it back to Wilson, is that it?
Is that something you'd be likely to do?
And would it be so terrible if I did?
In that case, it will cost you more than just gold. I need proof that you are the man of honor you say. Only such a man can own a work of art such as this.
You need me to prove my honor? How?
Perhaps with a little marksmanship contest on my practice range. If you can outshoot me, the pistol is yours.
I'm guessing you're a good shot.
Good? Try the best.
A shooting contest? You're on.
Magnifique. Let me know when you are ready.
You have pistols for sale.
I have works of art for sale. Let me show you.
I've always been interested in gun making.
Ah, then you've come to the right place. You'd better not touch anything.
For a captain, aye.
Hey, you! What do you want here?
To talk to Captain Slane.
Well, he ain't here, is he? You want him? He's at the captain's house, other end of the city. But he's busy, negotiating with the Admiral.
You crew here?
Certainly do, and glad of it. Ship's cook, me. Responsible for keeping them all well fed. Not that I ever get much thanks for it, of course.
Got something for you. There's supposed to be treasure buried in the rocky plateau in the mountains in the north.
Really? What? Brilliant. That's exactly what I needed to know. I better hurry before some other chancer finds it.
What's the deal with my powder kegs?
I'll have them brought to the quayside right away.
Finally.
Things just aren't what they used to be.
Here, what do you want?
To go in?
Not a chance. Orders is orders.
I'm a pirate captain and I demand entry.
Admiral Alvarez and Captain Slane are in a meeting.
Yes, and I should be in there with them.
You should.
That's enough, Slane. We had a deal. I kept my part of our bargain, now it's your turn.
You'll get your tribute in time. Right now, though, all I can give you is the booty from my last raid.
A deal's a deal, Slane. You won't squirm your way out of things this time. If your honor's worth anything to you, you'll settle your debt once and for all.
Honor. You're always droning on about that. It really is getting quite boring, you know. I don't have the sacrificial knife here, and shouting at me won't change that.
Think I can't tell when you're lying? What if I have my men search your ship? How long before they found the thing hidden away somewhere on board?
Careful, old man. Don't pick a fight you can't win.
You're threatening me in the city I built. I control everything here, as you're now finding out. Think about that, while your ship's planks grow moss, and whatever water you've got left aboard her turns foul and undrinkable.
Old fool, can't you see we're all running out of time?
The trade embargo will remain, Slane, until you hand over the sacrificial knife. That is my final word.
The militia had sentenced me to death by hanging, so there I was, standing on the gallows, rope around my neck and waiting for my final drop, when my old mate Greg showed and shot through the rope just in time. I still keep the rope in the storehouse as a souvenir of my escape. That's one lucky bastard.
You wretched bilge bag!
The 8 rules of the pirate's creed. 1. On his own ship, a captain's word is law. 2. He who finds it can keep it. 3. Never shy away from a good fight. 4. The means justifies the ends. 5. A deal is a deal. 6. Don't start a war in your own harbor. 7. Both parties have to agree to a duel in their own harbor. 8. Whoever breaks the creed must suffer death or dishonor.
So, here's the latest scrote to roll his scabrous sack into town.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I bade you welcome, my boy. Settled in nicely, have you?
Just about.
Good, good. We'll discuss your promotion soon enough. It's rather empty here in the captain's house now that Steelbeard is food for the fish.
You know that Steelbeard's dead?
Yes, a terrible loss. But he died with his boots on, as they say. When you stepped into those boots, boy, you took on more than you bargained for. So, let us celebrate your promotion, Captain.
I'm honored.
Indeed you are, my boy. You have become one of the last pirate captains of the southern seas. You bear a great responsibility. So, join with me, and let us initiate you in the traditional way.
I hope you just mean we sing a song or something.
Filthy-minded scrote, you care nothing for our glorious past.
Well...
You don't? I suppose times have changed, alas.
I heard about your dispute with Slain.
Yes, Slain is, not to mince words, something of a bastard. Someday he'll learn, even if I have to keep him mouldering here for years.
Pushes your buttons, doesn't he?
I've seen many a captain wrecked on the rocks of their egos. Slain is as unyielding as a sucking octopus and not much more intelligent. I hope you'll learn to be more reasonable, boy.
What's your beef with him exactly?
Sometimes it takes more than an army to fight evil, especially if you don't know where the evil lurks.
You mean the sacrificial knife, right?
Slain has no idea of the power he holds in his grasp. The knife is a terrible weapon, especially in the wrong hands. But it'll take a lot to make him see the light, assuming it's not too late already.
Did you know Steelbeard well?
You can say that again. Back in the day, we'd seize the king's ships together. To celebrate each haul, we'd go whoring in every port on the southern seas. But there is more to the buccaneering life than booty of whichever type. There is the creed. Steelbeard never forgot the creed.
You do love your pirate traditions.
There's nothing like the creed. A captain who dishonors the creed is lost.
Can't argue with that.
You have no idea what I'm talking about. The rules of the creed are what make us, boy. They keep us and bind us, make us more than mere thieves. Embrace them if you want to be a Steelbeard, but not another Slain. The Black Book of the Creed lies on my desk in the council chamber. Read it, if you're not illiterate.
Can't I just look at the pictures?
Heed my words, boy.
I want to fight Mara.
That does you credit, but what I'd really like to know is how you propose to fight her.
With the sacrificial knife.
You'll need more than that, my boy. If you face Mara with the knife alone, she'll shove it down your throat and cut out your heart from the inside.
So what do you suggest?
You must finish what we other captains began. It has fallen to you to correct our mistakes.
What was it you did?
I sent Steelbeard and his fleet to steal the treasure of the Water Temple. Steelbeard and the 3 other captains under his command took the 4 Titan artifacts from the temple, but in the process they woke a monster and damned themselves forevermore.
Water Temple?
A lonely old stronghold in the sea. A terrible, dangerous place, as we soon discovered.
And that's where Steelbeard got this curse of his. The curse he passed on to me.
Yes, you will bear the curse as long as Mara lives. You and the other captains, too. Each of you is cursed in a different way. Each of you may yet share Steelbeard's fate.
Where is this water temple?
That I do not know, my boy. Steelbeard alone knew where to find it. That is one of the reasons I made him Captain of Captains.
I see.
Do you?
How did you come up with the idea of plundering the temple?
Steelbeard heard about it on one of his raids. A native told him. Under the thumbscrews, I think.
Shame your native didn't go on to tell him what might happen there.
That's the trouble with thumbscrews. Once the thumbs break off, there's nowhere to go.
What else do you know about the captain's curse?
Mara sent her creatures to exact her revenge on the temple's violators. The sunken ones who rose from the depths of the sea, the depths of hell. Crow and Garcia surrendered to her, became subject to her will.
I surrender to no one.
You talk a good fight, but Mara has already turned 2 captains to her side. And as Steelbeard's heir, she'll be after you too. Don't underestimate her, my boy.
What do you know about Steelbeard's artifact?
The Amulet of the Earth, a little.
Do you know where I might find it?
Are you serious?
Well, if you don't want me to find it, maybe I'll go and box badgers or something instead.
I ask because this is no laughing matter. All I know is Steelbeard hid the amulet somewhere the other captains would never think to look. Before you say it, Scroat, no, not up the cabin boy's bumhole or whatever it is you're thinking. He hid it in Garcia's treasure hoard. I don't know how. Less still where exactly Garcia's treasure is buried.
Guess the first thing to do is find Garcia.
Garcia will be found where there's profit to be had. Come to think of it, it's not surprising that Mara was able to turn him. The money-grabbing bastard had already sold his soul 1,000 times over. Mostly to merchants from Caldera, if I remember rightly. Some of his contacts there might know his whereabouts.
Let me go on the hunt with Slain.
You and Slain, you arrogant ballsack. There's not a brain cell between you. You'll find nothing but death. No. So long as Slain refuses to fulfill his part of the deal, his ship stays in my harbor.
What if the dagger really isn't here?
Silence, Scroat! Do you take me for an idiot? Of course he has that dagger, and he will bring it.
And what do you propose I do until then?
I'm sure there are other things that need taking care of. Or perhaps you think you're able to take on Mara regardless.
Well...
do as you please. Slain had better stick to the deal, that's all. I have more important things to do right now.
Well now, if it isn't the new captain. Looking a little green around the gills there, sport.
You were expecting me?
I saw your boat. Not a bad little tub, I have to say. Can it be true that Steelbeard let you join his crew?
It's true. In fact, he gave me command of his vessel, just before he died.
Impossible!
Everyone's always surprised.
Steelbeard was always the strongest of us. If Mara was too strong even for Steelbeard, things are worse than I thought.
No one's invincible.
That bitch Mara, she'll pick us off one by one. She'll wait and then strike when she's ready.
You're a hard man to find.
You were looking for me then?
Steelbeard used his dying breath to send me in your direction.
Ah, the old dog was always full of surprises. I'm honored. Smart of you to look for me here, in Antigua. Although I have to say, you got lucky. I'd have been back on the high seas before long.
But Alvarez won't let you leave.
Eavesdropping, were you? Bad show, sport.
I could hardly miss it. I'm here to talk about an artifact, the sacrificial knife.
My artifact, you mean? All right, let's talk. But not here. Better we speak aboard my vessel. Follow me. The walls have ears, if you get my meaning.
You mean Alvarez has spies?
Not so loud. Come on.
What is it with you and Alvarez?
Well, the Admiral is mightily annoyed with yours truly. We had a deal, which I reneged upon, thereby breaking the creed. Now Alvarez thinks it is within his right to take the knife from me.
Why does he want the knife?
Why wouldn't he want it, more like? It has power and he wants it.
Where is it?
Somewhere safe.
How safe?
Very safe. Trust me. Come, we can speak some more at the quayside.
The sacrificial knife, where is it?
Hidden on an island, not too far away. So you see, I couldn't give it to Alvarez even if I wanted to.
We have to destroy Mara.
Easier said than done, sport. Don't forget what happened to poor old Steelbeard. Without the knife, we don't stand a chance against her.
I'm not giving up until she's dead.
You can talk the talk, sport, but what have you actually done?
I killed Crow and took his artifact.
Really? My apologies, sport. Perhaps I underestimated you. This changes everything. Why didn't you say something sooner?
You didn't ask.
Well, my congratulations.
Mara's afraid of the artifacts. With them, we might stand a better chance.
I have to admit, it's tempting. You must be madder than fleas on a rabid dog. But I like your style. Count me in, sport. There's still one problem that needs fixing first.
Alvarez.
Yes. Without supplies, my ship can't move from the harbor.
What's your deal with Alvarez?
It's not much of a story. Alvarez fitted out my ship. In return, he wanted the knife. He knows I buried it, but he doesn't know where. So he won't let me sail, not till I hand it over.
Can't we talk to Alvarez?
I've already told him I don't have the knife, but will he listen? Of course not. He's as stubborn as a mule with stone hooves. No, forget Alvarez. It's the city tradesmen we have to work on. Get them to break the embargo and sell us supplies. Do you think you can persuade them?
Why can't you do it?
Every trader in town knows I broke with the creed. None of them will sell me so much as a rusty nail. You, on the other hand, you supply my vessel. I'll take us to the island where I buried the knife. Do we have a deal, sport?
What do you need, exactly?
A new cannon and powder kegs with it. Lost a portside cannon in a skirmish not so long ago.
What else?
Well, we won't get far without drinking water and a few barrels of fresh fish. Oh yes, and a new helmsman.
What happened to the last one?
Jones, insubordinate type, got on my nerves too much. So he took a little trip over the side. A mite unfortunate, and leaving me in need of a replacement.
Still, it's not like we'll have any spare time once we've sailed.
Not aboard any ship of mine, sport. Hard discipline and harder work is how you stay in command. Take my former helmsman Jones, for example. He started contradicting my orders, so over the side he went.
Is that everything?
Everything I can't risk going to sea without.
All right, I'm on it. I'll get the stuff you need.
Excellent. I'll be on my ship, waiting. Come and find me when you've got it.